Drum majors, you may enter the field. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the historic Stone Castle, home of the Tennessee High School Vikings. Introducing this evening's starting lineup for your Tennessee High Vikings. On offense for the Vikings.
Kobe, Hansville Elementary, Ben Owens, Hansville Elementary, Spencer Miller, Hansford Elementary, Carlson, B. Avoca Elementary, Ron Samura, Holstonville Elementary, Preston Fagans, Holstonville Elementary, Ben Harkroyd, The Avoca Elementary, Riley Price, Anderson Elementary, Dane Music, Sullivan Gardens Elementary, Elijah Pember, Elementary School, Jack Richardson, Holstonville Elementary.
On defense for the Maroon Machine.
Ben Starks, Hansford Elementary, Isaac Stevens, Avoca Elementary, Paul Honaker, Holstonville Elementary School, Preston Fagans, Holstonville Elementary, Frank Reed, Avoca Elementary, Cooper Burr, Holstonville Elementary School, Riley Price, Anderson Elementary, Dane Music, Sullivan Gardens Elementary, Bill Hudson, Hansford Elementary, Ben Harkroyd, The Avoca Elementary.
And now, introducing the Viking specialists.
Max Holt, Irma Elementary, Dexter Dishner, Hansford Elementary, Jack Richardson, Holstonville Elementary.
And introducing the Tennessee High Viking football coaching staff.
Josh Holt, Emory and Henry College, Jesse Taylor, East Tennessee State University, Matt Chandler, Emory and Henry College, Christian Gibson, East Tennessee State University, Jordan Bryant, University of Tennessee, Cody Snyder, King University, Josh Pendleton, East Tennessee State University, TJ McMurray, King University, Jace Baylor, East Tennessee State University, Jimmy Phipps, Northeast State, Matt Indiana Schaefer, Tennessee High.
And now, introducing your Viking cheerleaders. And now, introducing your Tennessee High dance team.
to it. Come on, some mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it scream from the haters. Add a nice ring to it. I guess silly, stupid, ugly, that's real music. I'm on a mission. Ladies and gentlemen, recognizing that this game is an extension of the classroom learning environment, let us remember all the brave men and women serving in our armed forces around the world. And let us remain ever vigilant against the threats to our great nation. Let us remember our local law enforcement, emergency personnel, and other citizens as they work together to protect and promote our freedoms in this community. And as we practice and exercise our freedoms, let us think of freedom not as the right to do as we please, but as an opportunity to do what is right. Let us proudly display the red, white, and blue. Let us as a nation be resolved that America will always remain one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America in a moment of silence before the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by the Tennessee High Choir. Now please focus on the American flag as it is presented on the field by the Tennessee High School Junior ROTC Cadet Corps, followed by the singing of the national anthem by your Tennessee High School Choir. Thank you. You may be seated. Tonight's game is proudly sponsored by Toyota Bristol. We want to say thank you for supporting Tennessee High Athletics and our outstanding student athletics. Captains for tonight's game, number 18, Jack Richardson. These are for the Vikings. Number 56, Erasmo Kubian. And number 2, Khalil Honig. For the Pioneers, number 4, A.J. Wynn. Number 29, Gabe Story. Number 54, Ethan Perry, and number 56, Devon Sanders.
All right, men, shake hands. Introduce yourself. Okay, I've got a coin here. Heads, tails. You make the call. He's called tails. If I drop it, I'm going to do it again. And it is a tail. You've won the toss. Have decided to receive. Which way you want to kick? From the clock. You're down here. Tennessee High will have the second half choice. All right, good luck.
Now entering the field of play, the David Crockett Pioneers. And upon your Officials for tonight's game: referee Larry Hutchinson, umpire Larry Sherfy, linesman Marvin Henson, line judge Butch Patterson, back judge Brandon Lynch, electric clock operator Doug Dillinger, and play clock operator Lance Siegel.
Good evening and welcome to the Viking Sports Network. It's Friday Night Lights here in Bristol at the Stone Castle. We've got homecoming this week here, so we've got folks coming from all around. I'm your host, CJ Manahan, alongside Micah Kennedy. We're getting ready to kick off here as Dexter Dishner has teed it up. The Vikings deferred, and they'll get the ball to start the second half. Tennessee High versus David Crockett here this evening. Micah, what are you thinking? What are we looking for here?
Well, like I was kind of telling you before the game, this is one of those games, at least for me personally, where, and it's kind of gotten that way lately, where you can go 1-9 as long as you beat this team right here. And so, prior to this game, we've worn the black jerseys against this team twice here at home. Didn't go that approach today. But this one means more.
Yeah. Just the rivalry dates back quite a few years and has gotten kind of hot over the years. Last year, Tennessee High kind of went back and forth with Crockett down in Jonesboro, and then put on the Jets in the second half. I think scored something like 35 straight points to run Crockett off that field. So we'll see exactly how it goes tonight. Quarterback for Crockett, number 4, A.J. Wynn. Is going to be the guy to be watching. We'll get you some other numbers as they become a little bit more available here. And Tennessee High starts out on defense.
I believe Wynn was a returning starter. If I could be wrong, but I believe we saw him play last year. Is right there, great play by Cooper Boer, immediately flying off of that defensive end spot and making a play for a loss of about 3.
Running back is number 7, Sam Casey, who was taken down for a loss there, 6 foot, 190-pound senior. Just looking at the roster, Mike, we were talking before the game, very, very young team here for Crockett. They've only got a handful of seniors, a handful of upperclassmen, and only about 35 guys on the roster. So we'll see if stamina becomes an issue and certainly durability. Tennessee High with a lot of team speed defensively. Yeah. We'll see exactly how that plays. Win in the shotgun here with Casey next with a couple of wideouts.
Crockett just kind of in a single wing formation is right there. That one sails out of bounds. This will bring up a 3rd and long for the Pioneers.
Good coverage there by Baron Harkerode. Apologize here for the numbers on these jerseys for Crockett are a little hard to see. They're gold on a white background, so we'll as they get a little closer to us, we may be able to get a little more. I think that pass was intended for number 29, Gabe Story. 3rd down and long in that same formation with Casey to the left this time. Looked like maybe you got some procedure there.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 74, 5-yard penalty, down remains 3rd.
16 is going to back the ball back inside the 20-yard line. See if Tennessee High decides to pressure here. They've been, for the past couple of weeks, they've been more run blitz than anything else we've seen, especially against an Abingdon team that was really ground heavy last week. We'll see if they, a little bit more shotgun action here from Crockett. We'll see if they'll put the ball in the air a little bit more this week.
Okay. Crockett lined up in a straight trips formation, try to air this one out a little bit. He's going to go down the middle of the field. He's got a post, and Elijah Plumbar was step for step with that one, and he almost catches up to it.
Yep. Intended receiver there is number 2, Marcus Carrier. Incomplete, and a quick series on the opening drive for Crockett. In fact, lost 6 yards, and now they're going to have to punt it away. So Tennessee High going to get an opportunity to start with really good field position with the dynamic Bo Utzman back right about midfield, looking to maybe get an opportunity to return this.
And they had been sending 2 punt returners back. It had been Harkle Road and Utzman. Looks like they're just going to roll with Utzman. Kind of in a prevent look here with 2 high. And looks like this one's going to
check
up. It takes a favorable Tennessee High bounce. I thought that one was going to roll to Utzman. He was going to have a chance at a return there, but the Vikings will take over on downs.
Punter there was number 51, Ruben Ibarra Flores. Don't see 51 on a punter very often.
Nope.
Right? But hey, it's boot went about 30 yards thereabouts, and Tennessee High is actually going to start in there in Crockett territory with the nose of the ball on the 49-yard line. Jack Richardson, who's been, I'd say, one of the hottest passers in the area over the last several games. Tennessee High's record has evened after an 0-3 start. They've won 3 in a row, including a conference win over Cott County. Obviously, this being a region game here tonight against David Crockett as well. Richardson back in the shotgun with Elijah Plumbar as his mate. And some shifting here with Price, Music, and Fagans going onto the right strong side.
Quads look here to the right, and they're going to hand straight to Plumbar, try to get this edge. He had a huge game in this game last year, and right here, he's off to a big start. Gain of about 12.
Had multiple touchdowns and a couple of long distance, I think 75 to 80 yard style touchdowns where he had one cut and was just gone. And obviously, Trent Dowdell, who is now at Emory and Henry, was a load in that game as well. So Friendship first down on the first carry of the ball game for Elijah Plumbar. Good start for the Vikings as they march deeper into Crockett territory. A lot of interesting shift. I'm not sure that I've seen them run that specific play so far, but 3 wides here. Richardson and Plumbar back in the backfield.
Right here, they're going to hand straight up the middle to Plumbar. He's going to make a move to the outside, cut back inside. Nice little stiff arm. Gain of about 9 right at the first down. He might have had 10 right there, and he did. So
they're going to call it second down. Second down.
They backed him up.
Yeah, maybe a full yard looks like. But a nice run there by Plumbar. 2 really solid runs to start the ball game. Tennessee High marches inside Crockett's 30-yard line. Same set basically here with Richardson and Plumbar in the backfield.
Kind of just a straight bunch look with big physical blockers of Dane Music and Preston Fagans, along with, I believe that's Riley Price. That's Bo Utzman, sorry. And straight give to Plumbar, and shoo-wee. Looked like he was going to gain just about 1, and he rolls forward for a gain of about another 6.
Another Friendship first down for Tennessee High as they continue this march now into the red zone inside the 20-yard line. Plumbar just would not go down.
We talk about him all the time. I mean, he's a smaller back, but he runs about twice the size of what he actually is.
Strong lower body, low center of gravity, kind of Emmitt Smith style, maybe with more speed, really, when you look at it in the overall sense. But certainly some power there as well as the Vikings shift hard to the left.
Right there, they're going to hand on a little outside zone to Plumbar. He's going to try to make something out of nothing, and he was walled in, and he turned that into a touchdown. It looked like he was dead to rights in the backfield, and he just kind of maneuvered his way through the crowd and found a seam for a touchdown.
So I think we can rightly say Elijah Plumbar 6, David Crockett 0. After that drive, all 49 yards on the ground for Plumbar. Heck of an opening drive for Tennessee High as they go with sort of the funky set here to see if here comes Dishner in. Looks like he's going to kick this one in more traditional style, but a heck of a effort on multiple plays.
I lost him right there. I couldn't really find him, and then he just kind of popped out, and there he was.
In a lot of traffic. And then he eventually emerged and ran right into the end zone as Dishner's kick is good. And Tennessee High takes a quick 7-0 lead after a stop on defense. And a pretty dominant opening drive for the Vikings. All on the ground, all through number 1. Just let him do the work. Nice job up front by the offensive line opening up some holes, but a lot of that was just creativity on Plumbar's part, using his shiftiness and his power, and then eventually turning the speed on, taking it into the maroon end zone. Great start for Tennessee High here on this homecoming night. Saw a few folks that are Tennessee High alums on the way in here this evening. Obviously, the 2 guys on the microphone here qualify, right? We may be here every week, but we're still alumnus, right? So that's the way that works. And Tennessee High getting ready to take it away for us second time in just about, 2.5 minutes. So a quick stop on defense leads to a quick score on offense, and Tennessee High is off and running here this evening. their second region game of the year. Off to a great start. See what Tennessee High is able to do defensively.
Dishner ready to boot this one away. He will. Pretty good kick. This one will be fielded right around the 10. He's been really great at placing those kicks in a consistent spot as of late. He's going to be met, but it's going to take a few more to bring him down.
Nice
Looks
job.
like Heath Swaggerty yet again. Kind of had a big game last week. He was in on every gunning kickoff coverage.
Mentioned his name a lot last week. He was making tackles in repeated fashion as Tennessee High ran up the scoreboard in the second half. Ran into number 29, Gabe Story there. Story broke that initial tackle, but picked up a handful of yards after that. So Crockett's going to start this drive about the 29. Similar set to what they've been so far. 2 wides with Wynn and Casey in the backfield.
Right here, just looks like a quarterback keep. Pretty good ball handling move, and he has the sideline. And it looks like Utzman is going to force him out of bounds, but kind of just a read option look. Fooled me, had a pretty big lane right there. He was able to follow through.
A really nice job there by Wynn, kind of hiding that ball. He's kind of slow played that. If you look back at that, didn't take off right away and found himself a lane. And again, Wynn is not a small guy. He's about 210 pounds, but moves pretty well. Got him listed as 5'11", 195. So yeah, about a 200-pound quarterback. So more like a fullback coming at you, but just on that play, looked like he's got pretty decent speed in the open field.
And the guards never lie right there. Right there, if you watch the pulling guards, they take you right to the play, and he had a pretty big lane going down the sideline there. So luckily, Utzman was able to catch him.
Big play there by Crockett after a pretty pedestrian opening drive.
Now it looks like some substitution issues going on over here.
All kinds of substitutions happening for Crockett. The play clock has not started, so they could make that happen. So big gain there on that first down play. Crockett into Tennessee High territory at the 38. 2 wides, and Casey and Wynn in the backfield.
Just a simple single wing formation right here. Tries to hit a slant over the middle, and he will. Picked up about 6 right there, so good little RPO slant right there.
Yep, it's a quick hitter. Picked up about 5 or 6. Harkerode made a nice break on the ball, but the ball got there in timely fashion, was on point. Number 29, Gabe Story with the catch. Get a 2nd and 4 from the 32. And it looks like we're going to see pretty much a standard set from Crockett here as we get to the offense. Going to kind of a wing back and then 2 wides and then 2 in the backfield from the shotgun.
Yeah, kind of hide that tight end. Keep an eye on him, as right here they're going to go with just a simple outside zone, and he's going to rumble right around the first down.
Yep.
So Crockett, after a struggling first possession, has come out swinging the second one.
Looks like they're going to end up maybe just short. Looking at the yard marker there, looks like it's probably going to be, well, maybe they're going to end up having to measure. It's close.
Yeah, that one's
looks from where the chains are.
Now they're going to call this one a first down. Okay.
It was pretty darn close. Yeah, it would have been 3rd and inches in that case. So again, Tennessee High now having to figure out a little bit of what Crockett's doing with the ball handling in the backfield. We've seen some RPOs and just a straight run.
As right there, they're going to do it yet again. He's going to go deep, and this one's going to sail out of bounds. But Wynn's got a pretty good arm on him right there. That was just pure arm talent. He's able to fire that one about 30 yards down the field. So.
Yeah, really great pressure right there by, I think it's Stevens up front. Again, undersized nose guard who is just quick as lightning. Isaac Stevens, number 25, that's correct. Was in the backfield almost right at the snap. Forced Wynn to have to get rid of that one quickly. And I think in that case, it was pretty tight coverage, so it would have had been a really good throw, but he certainly hurried that up to make that almost a throwaway. So 2nd and 10, empty backfield this time.
Pretty different formation right here. As you said, empty backfield, 5 wide, and looks like they're going to try to go with a quarterback draw, then they just try to dump it down out in the flat. And they're going to give him the completion. Looks like he bobbled that one out of bounds, but don't know that he had full possession before he stepped out there.
Yeah. Really good pressure there by Boer and Honaker, I think, came together there, and actually maybe a little bit of friendly fire.
Yeah.
Have a sideline warning on David Crockett.
In that case, Honaker trying to pull him up, but they were in the backfield very, very quickly there. So again, 3rd and long. Expect here inside the 30-yard line. Crockett's probably going to run 2 plays here. Maybe even try to run one here on 3rd down. Maybe try to make this 4th down a little bit closer, a little bit more manageable outside of field goal range, I would assume. But the way Tennessee High's been pressuring, it's been he's not going to have a whole lot of time back there.
No, and I thought at first they marked that a completion, but he was very obviously out of bounds by the time he had possession of that one.
So number 5, Zeke Sloan in the backfield with Wynn this time. 2 wides to the wide side of the field. Looks like 2 tight ends in the game as well.
Looks like a single wing, 1 tight end, maybe try to hide him on this backside. I would look for that. Maybe they'll try to hit a pop pass at some point in this game, hiding the tight end all around their formation so far. So right here, watch. Yeah. Oh, and that look, it was met in the backfield quick, but Sloan fought for a loss of 2. That might be the best loss of 2 you'll ever see.
Yeah, Sloan, another good sized guy, another 200-pounder in the backfield. So the Tennessee High is whipping the Crockett line up front. They're in the backfield basically once the handoff is taking place. So not a whole lot of room to maneuver. It's a loss of 2, well, actually a loss of 3, so we're going to end up with 4th and 13, and Crockett with really no choice but to go for it here.
And right here, that kind of got a doubles tight end look. I don't know that they have enough men on the line of scrimmage, though, as they're going to call a timeout. I think the coach probably saw the same.
Coach Hayden Chanley saw the same thing that Micah saw right there. Was short a man on the offensive in the trenches. So we got a timeout here. Timeouts are brought to you by Johnny Brusco's New York Style Pizza. They'll be sponsoring our timeouts for this evening. Love some Johnny Brusco's. We talked about that last week. It's good stuff. Yeah. I don't know if Brian Kennedy heard me out there in YouTube land last week, but definitely if you want to know anything about Johnny Brusco's, he's the man to talk to.
Yeah. Right. In a recent commercial.
Yep. Right.
Johnny Brusco's.
Yep. Commercial banking.
Sponsor of ETSU.
That's right. Commercial banking and Johnny Brusco's. Brian Kennedy is your man.
Yep. Exactly right. Commercial banking, Johnny Brusco's. Anything weightlifting.
There you go. All right. He's a Renaissance man. So, coming out of timeout here, 4th and 13. Again, looks like Wynn is going to be in the backfield with 1 back. Actually, they're going to go for a field goal here. Okay. All right. So
if they hit this one, then the Tennessee Volunteers better have him on the phone tonight.
This is a 40-yard field goal, actually closer to a 47-yard field goal. It's a high snap.
A high snap. And he's just going to fall straight down, so well.
I'm not disappointed for the Vikings, but I'm disappointed that I didn't get a chance to see what that was going to look like.
Yeah, me too.
You have to have some faith in your kicker if you're going to set him out there for a 47-yard field goal. I'd like to see what that looked like. But it's all for naught as the hot snap goes high. Ibarra Flores had to end up just kind of downing that one, and Tennessee High now takes over. First incursion into their territory by Crockett, and now Tennessee High comes back with an opportunity to capitalize.
Kicker did not have the confidence to see what he could do with his legs.
Nope, it did caught him off guard there, I think, for sure.
Right here, kind of a different formation here, as Richardson's just going to drop straight back, look for a man wide open down the field, and he's going to hit Utzman. Utzman's going to make a really good catch right there, a gain of about 16 yards there for the Vikings.
Good patience there by Richardson, kind of letting those routes. We do have a flag on the field, and it is going to be a hold coming back. So
that one took a while to develop, I was wondering. But
it did, and Richardson was pretty clean through that whole thing, so it was a hold up front.
Number 55, offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Back 10 yards. But again, kind of an encouraging play there as Tennessee High starts to open it up on the second possession. Multiple wideouts in that. I think Richardson had his choice. He had Plumbar in the flat there for sure, but he decided to roll to his strong side to his right and found Utzman on that crossing route. And again, as you said, a really nice snag there by Utzman, kind of on a little bit of a high throw. But one thing Utzman is part of the reason why he's out there on the punt return. His hands are excellent. So 1st and 20 as Tennessee High goes with 4 wides.
Yep, just Plumbar in the backfield as he's going to break free, and he's going to continue to fight for as many yards as he possibly can. Looks like he's going to end up with a gain of about 5, so he'll get about half of the penalty yards back right there.
Be 2nd and 14 or 15. Actually, they're moving up a little bit, so they're going to give him 6, it looks like. Be end up 2nd and about 14. He just about broke that one, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's one where, you know, he kind of breaks that first level there, and you're kind of holding your breath, seeing what he's going to do. I'll let you in on a little insight of what his nickname was whenever I coached him here in a moment. Richardson's going to trade Harkleroad over for trips. Looks like he's going to send him on a wheel, and he's going to sit down. Harkleroad's going to make a nice catch and pick up the first down.
Nice job by Richardson using his feet to get out of the pocket there, and nice job by Harkleroad sitting down.
Yeah.
And Richardson put it right on him. And
that was kind of a unique route concept. Originally, I thought Harkleroad was just going to turn up straight up field on a wheel route. Then he kind of changes it to a little out route right there. So, unique route combination.
Nice job by Plumbar there, picking up the defensive end, too. So, Friendship first down for Tennessee High as they approach midfield on this second drive. Productive on both drives so far. So, get trips to the right.
They're going to hand straight to Plumbar, and he's just going to kind of get tackled by the turf monster there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. The turf monster got the toe right there, and it ended up being about of a loss of 1. And Crockett, I'm sure, is certainly feels fortunate there. That's the first time he's been taken down for a loss, and it wasn't by anybody on the defense.
No, he figured he'd give him 1.
Yeah, so 2nd and 11 here from about the 47-yard line. Richardson's back. Same set with the 3 wides to the right.
So Richardson's just going to drop straight back. It looks like he's going to try to go to this backside, and then he's just going to tuck it and run, just slide. So he'll pick back up right about a yard.
Yeah,
that was lost.
Maybe a yard or so.
Yeah, they're going to.
I guess
they're just going to put him right at the line
right back where
there.
Yeah, basically, I guess the way the rule reads there is that kind of where the slide starts is where they end up marking the ball. So anyway, looked like, and I saw what Richardson saw. It looked like he had a lane there, but it closed down pretty quickly, and he decided that discretion was the better part of valor there, and decided we'll try to get it on 3rd down. So we tick under 5 minutes to go. Tennessee High now with 3 wides to the left on 3rd and 11.
Just give straight to Plumbar, and he's going to continue to fight, but they're going to bring him down for a loss of about 6 here. So that'll bring up a punt.
Run blitz there by Ezra Haas, and that is going to push Tennessee High into a situation, as Micah said, to have to punt the ball away. So nice defensive stand there by Crockett, aided by a couple of negative plays. Now Tennessee High looking to flip the field here with Richardson trying to boot this thing maybe inside the 20.
And looks like he'll do
nice
just
kick.
that. That's a very nice punt. See if it'll take a favorable bounce. And great hustle by Max Holt and Baron Harkleroad to get down there and down this thing inside the 5. They'll mark it right at the 2-yard line there.
The special teams,
maybe 1.5.
Special teams continues to be special for Tennessee High. I know we've been harping on this for the last couple of weeks, but they just keep making plays. When you have good special teams play, reliable kicking, and when your punt and kick coverage is top notch, it really makes a difference in the ball game. Here, that Crockett is now backed up in the shadow of their own end zone. Going to start this drive at the 2-yard line. So had a good productive drive, a couple of nice offensive plays last time around for Crockett, but it ended in a botched field goal attempt. So no points on the board here, and now they start this drive deep in their territory. Shotgun with Wynn in the literally on the G in the end zone.
So again, that single wing formation right here. It looks like that's not the turf monster. That's Isaac Stevens. He just gets lost in the bunch there.
Stevens is a really unique player. If you stood him up on the field and people said, "Hey, this is our nose tackle," I don't think people would believe you. But once he gets out on the field, he is really tough. He's got a low center of gravity. He is super quick, and he's in on a lot of tackles on that defensive front.
And I could be wrong, but I believe he's a wrestler in the winter there. So
that
definitely a little bit about body positioning there.
Leverage is what that's all about when you're in the trenches, and quickness certainly doesn't hurt you. And he's got both of those things. But he's just a fun guy to watch play. He really is disruptive out there. Makes a lot of plays. So pick up there by Wynn of about 6, 7 maybe. So it's going to be 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2. They went in kind of a really tight formation there under center, and he just kind of quarterback sneaked it right through there. So 3rd and 2, a big play here. Tennessee, I can get a stop. They can probably force Crockett to have to punt it.
Yeah, Crockett back in the single wing. They'll just hand straight here, and he will be stuffed right around the 1st down marker. Looks like they are going to give it to him.
Met in the hole there by Fagans, I believe. So 2 pretty good-sized fellows there meeting in the hole. But
he was
Crockett
met first by, I believe that was
Reed?
Frank Reed.
Frank Reed,
yeah.
Yep, Frank Reed came in there. So those 2 guys are kind of interchangeable on in the interior. Fagans and Reed are going to be in on a lot of tackles throughout the evening. But picked up about 3, so it's going to be a first down from the 12. Again, 3 wides this time for Crockett.
Yeah, and right here, they're just kind of gap down again with their quarterback and try to sneak him, and he's not going to have near as much success as he had on that first run, but still a decent gain of about 4 yards there. So the first time we saw that same exact play, he took it for about 33 yards, but right there, a little bit better play recognition on the backside, and they were able to get him for a gain of only about 4.
Yeah, he really kind of rides that exchange for that mesh point for maybe an extra second or 2. So it is kind of hard to tell if he's actually gonna let the running back have it or keep it himself. So some good ball handling. 4 wides this time for Crockett.
First time they've kind of lined up in this true doubles formation. They've usually had a tight end or some form of wing, and right there they'll try to hit that quick slant, but Dane Music was all over it.
Nice job. Good defensive call there. We had Riley Price coming in on a blitz from the corner. And Music was the one that stepped up and took his spot. Saw that play coming in a quick slant and knocked it away. So we're going to have a 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 6 from about the 16-yard line, 17-yard line. And big play here. Tennessee High looked they shut down Crockett deep in their own territory.
And they'll slide the tight end back down. And looks like he'll just go with a straight screen. And that's pick 6 for Cooper Boer as he powers into the end zone. Great recognition by Cooper Boer. And he might as well just handed it to him.
Yeah. Boer just stayed home right there, kind of recognized what the play was, and stepped in. And Cooper Boer is, I don't know what the season record for a defensive player scoring points happens to be, but he's got 2 touchdowns and a safety already this year. Just a little bit more than halfway through the season. So an opportunistic defender. We had Colson Maddox last year. Those particular scenarios, and this year it's been Cooper Boer on multiple occasions.
It's right here we kind of see that interesting extra point conversion play as he's going to hit Harkle Road on the crossing slant.
So Vikings go for 2, and instead of 14-0, 15-0 is the game. Tennessee High tried that last week and it did not work out in their favor this time. Nice throw, and Harkle Road on the other end to receive that 2-point conversion with 1:37 to go here in the first quarter, and Tennessee High leads 15-0. So productive drive there. Tennessee High's defense has stood strong through this entire process, and now a 2-score lead. I don't know what that really does to, because it looks like Crockett's going to be kind of a run and pass, there's going to be a balance there. So it looks like Wynn is perfectly capable of airing it out. But yeah, 2 scores in that short period of time. Tennessee High now is definitely in the driver's seat.
And it looks like Crockett's going to have a kind of a similar game plan to what we see from Tennessee High. Similar formations, similar running style. But so far, Tennessee High is executing the plan a little bit better there.
That's right. 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter for Tennessee High.
Dishner's going to do his pat and true place kick right inside the 10-yard line. And Isaac Stevens, you've seen him at nose tackle, but now you see him gunning down the field, making a play, showing that speed off for a guy his size.
Touchdown sponsor here on the Viking Sports Network is Toyota of Bristol. Couple of those here this evening for the Vikings as they lead 15-0. Really a pretty clean first quarter here for the Vikings so far. Offensively, outside of a couple of negative plays on that second drive, put themselves in kind of a rough spot. But then the defense steps up after that, and after a nice kick by Richardson, put Crockett deep in their territory, took advantage of that with Boer on the interception and the pick 6. So here's Wynn.
Yep, single wing formation. First time he'll roll to his right this time, and he's just going to air this one out. And he's going to sail this one out of bounds. Looks like 1 and 1 were working on each other right there. So Chance Taylor trying to beat Elijah Plumbar over the top, and that's not going to be an easy thing to do.
Good pressure there by Frank Reed coming from the backside, forced that errant pass. Wynn had to get out of the pocket in order to avoid him. Took a pretty good hit on the backside of that. So Reed again being pretty disruptive as he's known to be. Under a minute 30 to go. Second down and 10 for Crockett. Seen a little bit more of the 3 wide set from them here the last couple of drives.
Yeah, and they're going to pull that wing across, but running back's going to be met really quick. Looked like that was an option play yet again. Had the wing kick out the backside end, and it looks like Wynn was reading. See what would happen there.
Yep. Reed, Honaker, and Fagans on the tackle there.
Ended up handing it to Casey for a gain of about nothing.
Yeah, gain maybe a half a yard on that one. So again, another 3rd and long for Crockett in their end. Nose of the ball just on the 25-yard line. So third and call it 9 as we dip under a minute to play here in the first quarter.
True trips look here as Crockett's going to look to call another timeout.
Timeout. We'll take it with them here. It's been a pretty quick first quarter, so we'll step aside, get a few words from our sponsors. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network. Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Had a little technical issue there. 4th down for Crockett after a nice rush by.
Looks like they're going to try to fake this one, and they're going to have a little bit of a lane, and it looks like they're going to pick it up. So Crockett gets creative right there to convert the 4th down.
Almost felt like they had to do something there.
Yeah, I agree.
Gets that ball back and scores. 3 scores seems like a lot in this.
Mississippi State did something a little bit similar against the Volunteers last Saturday.
So nice special teams play. Wonder if that was what the timeout was about over there, to see if maybe if we didn't get it on 4th and to have that play sort of ready. Crockett now with 4 wides as they start over on 1st down.
Yeah, looks like Frank Reed's creeping. Try to go on a little Will Blood blitz right here. Crockett lined up in their trips look. They've really tried to air the ball out here in this later stage of the game, or later stage of the first quarter here, as right there they're going to do just that.
Pass is complete there to number 19, Mullis.
Yeah, Mullis has been playing some tight end. That time he joins the trips right there. Just sits down on a little hitch.
Recognize his name from basketball. Pretty good basketball player, Colton Mullis. Picks up about 5 yards, 4 or 5 on that 1st down play. So they're going to call it 2nd and 6 from the 42.
They'll trade this trips formation over to the wide side of the field. Looks like they're telling him to take the quarter here, so looks like we're going to change sides.
Flip it sides of the field as Tennessee High's first quarter pretty productive, 15-0, including a pick 6 and a 2-point conversion, as well as a Elijah Plumbar alone drive on the first drive that scored a touchdown as well. So we'll step aside, bring you second quarter action here from the Viking Sports Network. Stick with us.
Whatever you call it, at Toyota of Bristol, we got it. Whether you're looking for the hottest models or the latest rides, the perfect family adventurer or a road trip champion, it's all yours. Find your new Toyota from Toyota of Bristol today. We give you more.
Injuries don't wait. Why should you? At Appalachian Orthopedics, we're proud to offer access to an orthopedic specialist whenever you need it. Simply walk into any of our orthopedic urgent care clinics, call for a same-day appointment, or connect with an orthopedic specialist 24/7, 365 days a year for free virtual support through OrthoCare Now. Learn more at AppalachianOrthopedics.com or scan the QR code.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. CJ Manahan alongside Micah Kennedy as we start the second quarter. Tennessee High leading 15-0. Touchdowns by Elijah Plumbar and Cooper Boer on a pick 6 and a pretty slick 2-point conversion, leading to Tennessee High's 15-0 lead.
Tennessee High rarely shows this true Odin formation of the 3-man front. But right here you kind of see the shell of it, but they are still going to send Cooper Boer and Preston Fagans, who's going to lead the way right there.
Nice job by Fagans. Good read, kind of working through the trash there, and ran right into Sloan for basically no gain. Maybe even lost a half a yard there.
I've talked about it a little bit, but Tennessee High this year, new thing they've been doing, kind of that base 3-front formation, and then they'll roll based off of what is at the line of scrimmage. But it's been working out so pretty well so far this year.
absolutely right. Your first quarter scoring summary that we just went through was brought to you by Concord Wealth Partners.
It's right here. Booer's going to creep up. It looks like he's going to try to sit down. Got a little hitch route. Good completion, but he runs backwards. I don't know.
Yep, they're going to spot it. They're going to spot it short.
Yeah, he caught that thing, I believe, past the first down marker.
Yep, I believe you're
correct. Kind of just lost about 4 there.
So Taylor, in an attempt,
catches it right at the marker, and then,
in an attempt to try to maybe make a bigger play out of it, ends up losing a couple of yards, and now we see a 4th down and short.
They're going to run to the line really quick, kind of that Philadelphia Eagles tush-push formation, and they're going to pick it up, and plenty more there. Kind of caught the Vikings offsides with how quickly they got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Really hard play to stop when you got a bunch of 200-pounders in the backfield. So Crockett does move the chains. Ball is right on the 50-yard line. So good-looking drive here for the Pioneers. And to cross into Tennessee High territory. Down 2 scores.
Kind of going back to their single wing formation as Tennessee High rolls up an extra defender, or making this a 4-man front. And right there, Casey is going to pick up a gain of about 3. So just a true inside zone look. I mean, that's about as simple as it gets. And that's about as fundamental as that play design can get.
The old 3 yards on a cloud of dust, quite literally. Everybody kind of in the center of that. Tennessee High's defense converged. A whole host of Vikings in on the tackle. But 2nd and 7. As we tick under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Basically same set.
Yep. Just single wing with 1 tight end, kind of trailing on this backside here. And Wynn's going to hand it to Casey yet again, and he's going to plow forward for a gain of about 4, and he's still going. Looks like he's going to be right around the 1st down marker. So refs kind of let that play out a little bit longer than I would have thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure forward momentum was stopped there before we.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I mean,
being kind of nitpicky.
You usually don't really let that one.
Yeah. The late movement came as the offensive line.
If you're stood up for about a second, you usually blow it dead, but right there they kind of let that one play out for a little bit longer.
So 1st down for Crockett. 3 wides this time as they are moving the ball. Looks like Tennessee High is going to take a timeout, talk about this.
And the big thing is that with any of these formations, they're all kind of revolving around Colton Mullis there. He'll either line up as the inside receiver there, he'll line up at tight end, and he'll kind of dictate how the rest of the formation will play out.
Yeah, so number 19, keep an eyeball on him as you're watching Crockett's offense, because he's going to be kind of the indicator about where that play is likely to head. Most teams have somebody like that that's going to be not only their lead blocker, but also oftentimes has got good enough hands to be able to get out in routes.
Ours is Preston Fagans.
Yeah, absolutely. And Fagans is a great.
What can he not do at this point? Saw him catch a touchdown pass last week.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a true 2-way player, a standout defender, but also a really physical run blocker, and a guy that's capable of getting out and making plays in the passing game as well.
You can put him at wing, you can put him at tight end.
So
receiver.
Love those versatile guys, and that's one thing that Tennessee High definitely has.
That
one
hurt.
Yeah, Crockett has just inside the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. It's going to be kind of a methodical drive. No big, real big plays, but 3 yards here, 4 yards there has kind of been how it's gone.
They'll roll that single wing, no tight end this time, and ooh.
Yeah, I think there was it was an early snap, some motion up front.
Problem snap. False start. 71 offense.
We've got
5-yard penalty.
Illegal motion there. It's going to back Crockett up.
Remains 1st.
So we've seen a kind of a running back trio so far. We've seen Zeke Sloan, we've seen Sam Casey, and now it looks like number 9, Carson Bradburn is in the ball game as well.
Yeah, it looks like he's played a majority of his snaps at that wingback position so far. Him and Ezra Haas, they've kind of rotated that one.
Step back to the tailback here.
And right here, he's going to fumble the snap, and Honaker had a chance at that one.
Ball was loose quickly there, and I think Honaker was in looking to get a sack and didn't realize the ball was on the ground. But Wynn was able to follow on it, but that ball that's a big loss. Is going to push this ball back another 6 or 7 yards. And so now we're looking at 2nd down and about 22. It looks like. Yeah. From now the ball is back in Crockett territory. So self-inflicted wounds here for the Pioneers so far. Sort of been the name of the game. One step forward, 2 steps back as they push the second down.
Riley Price is going to try to roll up, and he fumbles the snap again. He's firing down the field, and Baron Harkleroad is going to undercut the route, have a pick here. So 2 picks in 2 weeks for Baron Harkleroad, as I believe he had one last week as well.
And Wynn might have had an opportunity there because it looked like his wide receiver had gotten behind Harkleroad, but I don't know how much of that is actually true because I think Harkleroad saw that ball coming out short and kind of broke that off. Another turnover. Tennessee High opportunistic defensively. Second interception of the night, and Harkleroad shuts that drive down. Tennessee High with an opportunity here now to push this lead out to 3 scores. So you see the receiver was behind Harkleroad, but I think he saw that ball was coming short, and he broke that off and was able to step in and take it. 4 wides for Tennessee High here with Plumbar and Richardson in the backfield.
Again, yep, as you said, kind of that straight trips look as he's going to burst through the hole yet again and have plenty enough for a first down. It's a gain of about 12. So I'll go ahead and tell the story about old Elijah Plumbar. So when he was in middle school, he wore the number 21, and we have a whiteboard in the coach's office, and if there was one solution to any game, we turned to the answer, and the answer was number 21, and now the answer is number 1.
There you go. All right, love it.
He scored 6 touchdowns against Crockett his 8th grade year.
Yeah. He just about scored 6 touchdowns last year.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
In that game. He was just about unstoppable, especially in the second half last year.
So this time, the answer again gets met in the backfield and goes forward for about 3 yards.
Well, anytime you're in Allen Iverson company, you gotta really you have to say something about that for sure. But Plumbar certainly proving his worth, and he looks crisp this evening. I think last couple of weeks just kind of getting back in the flow after coming back off of injury. Here he seems very, very confident. He's got his feet underneath him. He's fallen forward as we've mentioned in the past, but yeah, his burst seems to be really there.
As right here, Richardson's just going to straight drop back, and he's going to pretty much be able to take his options. He's going to end up taking it forward. He's going to have a lane down the middle of the field. He's going to cut out left, cut out right. He's going to have a lane. He's going to go right into the end zone. Jack Richardson hits the pylon.
Ooh, that's the referees are talking about it.
They rule him out.
Looked like he was inside the pylon there. And it is
touchdown,
a touchdown.
56-yard touchdown run for Jack Richardson.
Nifty playmaking there by Richardson. Once he tucked it, we do have some folks in the booth maybe put their thumb on the scale there on that one, but with the flashing lights. But if nothing else, they convinced the referees on the field that it was the right call. I think it was visually was the right call. I think Richardson did get inside that.
Richardson hasn't done that much this season. He's usually kept his eyes down the field and fired the ball to an open receiver.
Yeah.
But he is more than capable of doing that on any given play. And Dishner will send the PAT right through. That'll boost the lead to 22-0.
Richardson's an excellent athlete, really. Guy that plays basketball. A guy that's just a really good solid all-around athlete. Maybe doesn't get the credit that he deserves on that. But yeah, on that play, you could see it. Good foot speed. As you've said, I think his maturation as a quarterback is all about keeping your eyes downfield and trying to make plays with your arm. But he is certainly capable of making plays with his legs. And there was a big one. And that puts Tennessee High up now 3 full scores. This game feels like it could really kind of tilt really on this drive here. If Crockett doesn't get something done, this game could be one of those that we see a running clock in the second half. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves here. There's still 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, but it just kind of feels that way. Watching this, Tennessee High starting to really kind of put the pedal to the metal, and I'm not sure Crockett they haven't had any answers yet. So anyway, touchdown there. Again, touchdown sponsor this evening, Toyota of Bristol. Shout out to those guys. And now Richardson adds to that score. So, and again, off an interception, second one of the night. Tennessee High really starting to assert themselves as we get to about the midway point of the second quarter.
Dishner looking to boot another one away, his 4th of the night, and he'll send this one right in the exact same spot as he usually does. This one bobbled a little bit, and looks like Crockett will take over right around the 16. So good kick by Dishner. We've seen a few kind of get muffed.
Yeah.
He's got good rotation, good spin on the ball. hard to field.
And it's, like I said, a model of consistency, Dexter Dishner. If we could just about take it to the bank, that ball is going to end up landing somewhere between the 8 and 10 yard line. And I'm guessing, this is just an educated guess on my part, I think that's part of the reason why the special teams has done so well is they kind of know where the ball is going to be. If you can place that ball that well, everybody kind of knows what their assignment's going to look like. 4 wides here this time
kind of
for
a
Crockett.
interesting double stack look here as Wynn's going to just do the same thing Richardson did on the previous play, and he's going to tuck this one away, and Riley Price is going to tackle him down right after he gains the first down. So a gain of about 15 on the scramble for Wynn.
It's been the most successful thing that Crockett's been able to do this evening. The straight handoffs, they've been semi-productive. You know, they're averaging probably 3 or 4 yards a carry, but Wynn probably now, at this point, probably 50-plus yards rushing on just a handful of carries.
Now, and every now and then, especially in high school football, your best athlete a lot of times is your quarterback, and it looks like Wynn appears to be Crockett's best athlete and ball carrier tonight.
Definitely qualifies.
It's right here. Yeah. He's going to be stuck first by Preston Fagans, bringing the thump along with Barron Harkleroad, Cooper Boer,
and Frank
Reed.
Good to see Boer back out there. That got shaken up a little earlier in the game, a little friendly fire, but he's back in the ball game. And then obviously with that interception, has been a big contributor here this evening. But yeah, anytime we're seeing this in the backfield, we're seeing 3 and 4 Vikings in on these tackles. Got to love to see that defensively.
The ball always just seems to find Cooper Boer. He had a fumble return touchdown against Crockett last year, if you remember.
I do remember this, yes.
He's right here. Wynn's going to roll to his right, and he doesn't look to have anything open right there. He'll just fire this one into the turf.
Yep. Stevens there again in the backfield causing havoc. He is a consistent guy, both against the run and the pass. Good pass rusher. Holds his own in the run game. Definitely hurried Wynn there. Looked like he wanted to throw that pass from the pocket and just had to evade pretty quickly. So Tennessee High's pass rush is getting home. It looks like Crockett's probably got to air it out here as well. 3rd and 12 with 5:40 to go from the 30-yard line. Again, kind of a big play for Crockett here. They really need to move the chains.
Yeah, and Cannon Stonick are kind of creeping in to make this a true forefront look as they're going to try to hit a counter right here. They got a little bit of room to run, but that's about it. Not going to be near enough for a first down.
Picked up about 5 or 6 there, and it's going to end up being about 4th and 7, it appears. So we'll see what Crockett decides to do. Right now, their offense is still on the field.
Good job to stay at home right there in this backside.
Yeah, nicely kind of drop.
Bo Utzman really coming up and make that play.
Yeah, opened up nicely, but shut down pretty quickly too. So right now, it looks like Crockett's going to go for it. It is a kind of a 4th and 7. So
it looks like they could have gotten their inside receiver right there on a jump, but they didn't. A little bit of movement.
Crockett's letting the play clock run down. Looked like they were maybe trying to draw Tennessee High off to make that a much more manageable 4th down. And they decide to take their final timeout, I believe, of the quarter. I'm sorry, of the half.
Last of the half.
So we'll step aside for a minute. Looks like Crockett's going to talk it over, maybe send the punt team out on the backside of this. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
Under the lights of the Stone Castle, Viking pride shines.
And Johnny Brusco's is proud to be part of every moment.
From big wins to family dinners, it's where we come together.
Johnny Brusco's, we're on your team.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network.
Right
back into a penalty. Right,
David
laundry on the field. Crockett out of the
field.
timeout. A little confusion in terms
5-yard penalty, down
who's supposed to be on the field. They're going to get charged with a 5-yard penalty for too many men on the field, and that's going to take any type of going forward on 4th down out of the equation. It's not going to end up being 4th and 12. And now Utzman back to receive the punt.
Now they have faked a punt earlier in this half, so I would highly doubt they would here in this situation.
Yeah, Tennessee
as
High
this
plays
one's going to
safe.
be booted away right to Bo Utzman. He's going to decide to not field this one. He thought about it for a moment.
Yeah,
But just decides to let it go.
Kind of a tough hop away from him there. Couldn't get a clean handle on it. But decent punt as Tennessee High is going to take over inside their 30 at about the 29. Really important drive here, I feel like, for Crockett's sake.
Yeah,
they're going to stay in this game.
This is do or die for Crockett, I believe.
Kind of a make or break, because Tennessee High is going to get the ball coming out of halftime as well.
Yeah, so this is crucial.
So we'll see what Tennessee High. They've been going with the 4 wides here, kind of spreading Crockett out, and it definitely has opened up some both passing lanes and running lanes for Plumbar.
So they're going to trade Plumbar over, and Richardson again is just going to drop straight back, and he's going to dump it down to Riley Price, and he's going to keep his footing. Looked like he was going to go down. Kind of catches himself and picks up a gain of about 18 or 19 yards right there.
Nifty play there by Richardson. I thought he was going to take off with it, but he saw Price kind of break open down the field. Price has been a very reliable receiver. If his ball's anywhere near him, he ends up making the catch. So as Tennessee High picks up another friendship first down. Nice play there to push the ball out towards the 50-yard line. The Tennessee High's on the move again. I thought maybe they were going to try to slip Plumbar out, but the pressure got there quick, and Richardson did a good job of evading it.
Yeah. It looks like Carter Smith is going to check into the game right here. He's going to get his first handoff of the game, and he's going to break down the center of the field. He's going to make a nice move. Nice first run by Carter Smith.
Yeah.
About a 15-yard run right there, fresh into the game.
So Tennessee High starting to rip off chunks of yardage here. And again, with only somewhere around 35 players on the entire roster, you can see Crockett's playing a lot of guys both ways. So that definitely matters in these games when they're behind, but also when they're taking a lot of punishment out there.
Right here, it looks like they're just going to stick to this trips formation. Richardson's going to drop straight back yet again, and he's going to kind of maneuver. He's going to duck under a would-be tackler, and he's going to keep his eyes down the field and just step out of bounds. So about a 67-yard run for a gain of about 9.
Looks like he's going to get 8 or 9 there. Yeah, it's, again, Richardson showing off that athleticism. I don't know exactly what the rule is there. The ball did touch the ground. I don't know.
As long as it's not the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't see an elbow or a knee or a forearm hit, so I think it was still legal for him to keep on keeping on. So they give him 8 yards on that carry, 2nd and 2 with 4 wides and Smith in the backfield.
Right here, they're going to hand to Smith, and he's going to roll over and pick up the first down. Gain of about 5 right there.
Smith on the carry.
Another friendship first down for Tennessee High as Smith does the dirty work inside.
So the only reason I know that rule is because a few years ago, I believe it was Baylor was playing somebody, or no, it was back when Michael Penix played for Indiana.
Yep.
He kind of caught himself on top of the ball and lunged for the end zone,
yep,
but nothing else touched. So right here, he's just going to hit a quick out to Barron Harkle Road. He's going to turn upfield and step out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Harkle Road, again, showing that elusiveness. Really impressed with him. Obviously, he's a ball hawk on the defensive side, but offensively, he is really hard to bring down. He's really shifty. He's got good speed, but you see watching the replay right here, just able to evade tacklers and pick up another 3 or 4 yards. And really quickly, Tennessee High is threatening again at the 10-yard line, looking to put this game, I can't say out of reach, but it just kind of feels
very
like
uncomfortable,
yeah.
especially considering they get ball coming out of half. They're going to jet Harkle Road and create trips out here on the wide side of the field. Richardson's going to hand straight to Carter Smith, who's going to have a lane, and just a kind of a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, it looked like Smith had a convoy going into the end zone.
Yeah, Haas did a good job of keeping Smith out of the end zone, because if he doesn't get that shoestring tackle, I think he walks in here. But again, another positive gain on first down, gain of about 5. So 2nd and goal from about the 5-yard line. As Tennessee High looks to punch it in, but continuing with this 4 wides, really spreading Crockett's defense out and opening up gaps just about everywhere.
Yeah, it's right here. Richardson's going to he's going to keep this one from Smith, and he's going to get brought down for a loss of about almost about 10 there.
Yeah. So again, it looked like he kind of saw what was going on, and then was able to look like the Crockett defense kind of blew that one up, and he was going to try to keep it, maybe get outside, but just wasn't any room to operate, and it ends up as a loss of about 7. And here comes Knox Kazee into the ball game.
Kind of that old, what we called it, hard times formation. Yeah. As we've seen, Knox is who they kind of put the ball in the hands of, do some of the dirty work here. Because right here, he's going to look to pass. And
ooh, it was there. Yeah.
Just looks like we have a little bit of extracurricular activity going on down there.
Yeah. Play after the play, looks like there was 2 linemen got kind of hung up there. We've got an injury on the field. So
there it is.
Yep, we'll step aside here for just a minute as the injured player is tended to. We'll be back here shortly on the Viking Sports Network. Minute 37 to go before halftime.
Whatever you call it, at Toyota of Bristol, we got it. Whether you're looking for the hottest models or the latest rides, the perfect family adventurer or a road trip champion, it's all yours. Find your new Toyota from Toyota of Bristol today. We give you more.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3, Wildcat!
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
See Shelter Agent Freddie Herkel Road in Johnson City today.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. We've got a zebra huddle out here to try to figure out exactly what the call is going to be.
We have 2 fouls on the play.
Are they offsetting?
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 56. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 56, and he's ejected from the game.
Ooh, wow. I thought it took 2 of those. Could be wrong, but all right.
I didn't see anything there that looked like it. Quite honestly, it was I didn't see anything there unless there was something there that that happened in the pile. But it just looked like maybe some extracurricular activity that you'll get in a rivalry game. Certainly looked like it warranted a penalty, but as far as ejection, I don't really understand that at all. And the Tennessee High faithful feel the same way. In case you can pick that up on the
timeout
on the mic.
Tennessee High.
Tennessee High is going to take a timeout and discuss what they're going to do as that ball has been pushed back all the way to the 27-yard line. No. So we're just kind of waiting here to see exactly how Tennessee High is going to move forward. Because again, that really does complicate things. Move the ball from the 12-yard line back to the 27, and we're at 4th and goal from the 27-yard line. So I'm not exactly sure how you attack this. That's a 44-yard field goal.
I guess you just go for it.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're probably just going to have to try to sling one to the end zone here. And that's what it looks like Tennessee High is going to do. Is they're going to march out Richardson with 4 wides. Try to push this back to kind of a semi-Hail Mary here, right? But I guess you can. I mean, you can run. Run 4 verticals here to the end zone and see what happens. Comes Harkley Road in motion. And is going to push this back even further now. So got a false start. Like Harkley Road tried to turn upfield a little quick.
Probably
going to cost Tennessee High 5
false
more.
Start. Offense, number 17. 5-yard penalty. Down remains 4.
So that backs up Tennessee High 5 yards further. So now we have 4th and 32.
4th in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's right. It's a drive that had a ton of promise. definitely gone backwards. Tennessee High losing close to 30 yards here.
Yeah, you go down down inside the 10 to 4th and 32 to convert. Could see just Richardson just sling one down the field, and looks like that's what he's going to do. Crossbody throw here.
That's interference.
Yeah,
and
they're going to call
absolutely,
it.
Yep. And that was the right call. I mean, it was pretty obvious.
Oh yeah, it came over the back of Bo Utzman right there.
So that's kind of what you hope for in a situation like that.
Pass
Get your guys
interference.
downfield, throw it up,
Defense,
and
number
see
12.
if you can get a PI call.
15-yard penalty
Exactly
from
what
the
ended up
previous
happening.
spot.
And credit
Down
to the
the
referees.
lane,
That was the
fourth
right
down.
call. Ball kind of hung up, but you'll see the defender come right through Price's back. And
So
they
Utzman there kind of got just thrown to the ground.
So you had multiple calls that you could have made there in that case. That is going to be a 15-yard penalty, and Tennessee High escapes a 4th and 32 to now get back to first down.
Remains 4th.
Remains 4th. I guess that's true. Yeah. It's not an
Only
automatic.
in college and
not an
college and pro it's automatic, but
not an automatic first down at the high school level. But still a much more manageable scenario here, where just 17 yards to go now.
yeah, kind of a bunch formation look here as they're going to go in motion with Riley Price on a little end around. He's going to make a stiff arm, and he's going to have to just go to the turf here as Crockett covered that one pretty well. Outside linebackers, defensive ends staying at home, and Vikings will come back out on defense.
Tennessee High's run that. I think they ran one last week on 4th down. That was a kind of 4th and 13 or 14 that Harker was able to take in on a end around. This is Price this time. A nice job there by the Crockett defense. It was a big stand there by Crockett. They really needed that to kind of keep this game somewhat in play. Minute 18 to go. Crockett with a long field ahead of him, about 85 yards ahead of him, as Wynn is getting ready to take the snap.
I would almost expect aggressive, just trying to force the ball down the field here. As Wynn's just going to try to hit a little stick route. And, it was completed, but got back to the line of scrimmage.
Minimal gain there as the pass was connected to Carrier, Marcus Carrier. Gained about 1.5 yards. Clock stops as we went out of bounds. Tennessee High was playing pretty deep coverage there, so trying to keep everything in front of them.
Worked out pretty well for him.
Yeah, let the front 4 or 5 kind of get after the quarterback and just make sure everything stays in front of you.
Crockett just trying to roll their trips look here. And Frank Reed looks like he's going to roll up on a blitz, and here he comes along with Cooper Brewer. They'll hit or try to hit a little comeback route there, but that one falls incomplete.
Again, another snap that Wynn had trouble with. It was a low snap that he had to go down and get. Several of those snaps this evening have been to the bane of Crockett, and one leading to a turnover on downs. And so it's hard enough with Tennessee High's pressure coming off the edge and through the middle when the snap situations have not been great. So minute 10 to go, and here we are again very quickly at 3rd down. See if Tennessee High decides to pressure here and maybe try to get this ball back. They do still have 1 timeout remaining.
Again, Crockett just kind of lined up in this true trips formation look here to the field side, but they're going to look backside, hit this comeback route that they tried to complete the previous play, and it's going to bring up about a 4th and 3.
See number complete there to number 12. That's Summers, Sean Summers. 4th and 2.
As the sun has set, it's only gotten harder to see these numbers for Crockett.
This is true. It's a true statement. And the first evening here at the Stone Castle, and really just through the season, that starts to feel like fall. Temperatures down in the 40s last night, overnight. It's definitely starting to cool off. And I'm definitely a fan of that. Another short hop snap. Ball off the side of the punter's foot. Gets a nice roll, though.
Hutzman's just going to let this one roll. Pretty nice punt there. Tennessee High will take over with 57 seconds left. I would almost expect just straight kneel down, take it to halftime here.
Maybe see if you can pop a big one on the first play. Again, with Tennessee High does have 1 timeout, and they get the ball coming out. But again, wouldn't be surprised if they decided to take the conservative approach, knowing that they've got the ball coming out here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see what offensive coordinator Jesse Taylor decides to do. Looks like a little bit more of a bunch formation here.
Yeah, got Frank Reed in at tight end along with Preston Figgins as your single wing. Motion over to Barron Harkerode, just kind of a jet touch pass, and he'll try to get into the field side. And he'll get brought down by the face mask, and they will throw the penalty. Of course they will. That one is, that was hard to miss.
Yeah. So that one going to end up being a 15-yard penalty on top of the gain. So that may open the playbook up a little bit as this ball is going to be pushed out towards midfield. And Harkerode tackled it by his helmet.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no.
Personal foul.
Doesn't get any clearer than that.
Number 7, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So 15 yards. Definitely going to aid Tennessee High here. And like I said, probably does open the playbook up here with still 50 seconds and a timeout to go. We'll see what they decide to do. Again, pretty tight formation with just 2 wides.
Again, kind of fake that jet pass read. Carter Smith does a pretty good job at being patient and bursting forward for a gain of about 7 yards right there.
The clock continues to run. Tennessee High not in a huge hurry here. 20 seconds to go. Looks like they're maybe going to run one more play. See if they can push this downfield and maybe use the timeout. So we're ticking down towards 10 seconds.
Single wing formation yet again, as Richardson looks like he's just going to heave this one down the field to Barron Harkerode, who is covered pretty well.
1 second left. Good coverage there by the Crockett defense. Harkerode looking to outrun him, but they did a good job of kind of pushing him towards the boundary, and he couldn't get back to make that play. It was a pretty good placement there by Richardson, only where really his guy could get it. There's a single tick left on the clock, so Tennessee High's going to line it up one more time and maybe try to push this ball downfield. Richardson certainly has the arm to do that, but it also looks like they may just run this one here as well.
Certainly see that. And they'll trade over Carter Smith and just give it to him on this final play. And that'll be the half.
Smith
Vikings up.
Oh, there's another penalty. So if that's on the defense, the half will not be over.
Nope, they'll have another play.
Yep.
Unless Coach Holt elects to decline, looks like he is motioning that.
Yeah. Depends on if it's a personal foul. If it is a personal foul, then that's going to push that ball down quite a ways. So hang on a second here. We'll see what the referees have to tell us.
As the homecoming court,
and it came,
may not give him the time.
The penalty came after the play, so that usually tends to be a personal foul when that happens.
And they're going to keep the offense on the field. So
personal foul. Personal foul. Defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
So might as well try something here.
One untimed down here.
7.
So this is going to push the ball down.
We'll have an untimed down.
Untimed down here. Tennessee High is going to have the ball on about the 26-yard line. So an opportunity to push this one more shot into the end zone here. See if they can add to their lead. 4 wides, and Smith stays in the ball game as the back.
And Peak, the backside receiver here. They're just going to hand straight to Carter Smith, and he's going to roll forward. And in this half, the Vikings lead 22-0.
Excellent. So we'll got some halftime activities here. Going to be about 20 minutes or thereabouts. We'll come back after halftime, give you a quick scoring summary. But our halftime is brought to you by UPM Pharmaceuticals, sponsoring halftime here at Stone Castle this year. So stick with us here on the Viking Sports Network. We'll be back in about 20 to bring you second half action. Tennessee High leads Crockett 22-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Homecoming 2025 here at Tennessee High School. At this time, we are going to introduce the members of the Homecoming Court for Fall Homecoming. We'll begin with the freshmen members of the court. Matilda Blanton, daughter of James Blanton and Mandy Blanton, escorted by Gannon Meyer, son of Derek Meyer and Candy Meyer. Crew Nelson, daughter of Amy Howren, escorted by Peyton Walker, son of Tim and Victoria Walker. Leah Terrell, daughter of Alan Terrell and Ashley Hankins, escorted by Eli Reagan, son of John and Nikki Reagan. Jenny Sword, daughter of Parker and Katie Sword, escorted by Rhett Miller, son of Brian and Shannon Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your freshman homecoming court. Now the sophomores, Carly Harmon, daughter of Kate White and Jack Harmon, escorted by Knox Kazee, son of Brent and Andrea Kazee. Nyla Prophet, daughter of Wally Prophet and Kara Mouse, escorted by Cannon Stallmaker, son of Nate and Dara Stallmaker. Camilla Sells, daughter of Clint and Amanda Sells, escorted by Bo Utzman, son of Josh and Leah Utzman. Carly Warwick, daughter of Drew and Courtney Warwick, escorted by Carter Smith, son of Cody Smith and Kayla Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the sophomore homecoming court. Now the juniors. Piper Chappell, daughter of Anthony and Tamara Chappell, escorted by Brian Wright, son of Brian and Ann Wright. Kara Dixon, daughter of Joe and Christy Dixon, escorted by Elijah Plumbar, son of Bethany Piper and Joshua Plumbar. Delaney Linkus, daughter of Derek and Teddy Linkus, escorted by Frank Reed, son of Frank and Jen Reed. Kate Walk, daughter of Roger and Rachel Walk, escorted by Aiden Burton, son of Brian and Krista Burton. Let's hear it for your junior homecoming court. And finally, the seniors. Bree Adams, daughter of Brad and Mark Adams, escorted by Cooper Boer, son of Jason and Christine Boer. Grayson Clark, daughter of Trevor and Aaron Clark, escorted by Jack Richardson, son of Matt and Lindsay Richardson. Sydney Clark, daughter of Trevor and Aaron Clark, escorted by Malo Ochoa, son of Luis Montes and Flora Quintanilla. Emma Dollar, daughter of Jason and Christina Dollar, escorted by Ian Gassett, son of Ken Gassett and Kim Gassett. Lucy Millwood, daughter of Mark and Emily Millwood, escorted by Landon Johnson, son of Danny and Angie Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your senior homecoming court. The Student Council would like to say a special thank you to the students, staff, and administrative team for participating and helping with a great homecoming week. A special thank you to all those assisting in tonight's halftime ceremony, Ms. Kirk, the THS JROTC, and the Student Council advisors, Alyssa Eisen, Hope Penley, Ingrid Elam, and Denise Strong. Also assisting with tonight's homecoming crowning are 2024 King and Queen, Colin Brown and Riley Talbert. And now, your fall 2025 homecoming royalty. The freshman princess is Jenny Sword, and the freshman prince is Peyton Walker. The sophomore princess is Nyla Prophet, and the sophomore prince is Knox Kazee. The junior princess is Piper Chappell, and the junior prince is Frank Reed. We had a really close race for senior prince and princess, so we have two of each. We'll introduce each couple individually. The senior princess is Bree Adams, and the senior prince is Ian Gassett. Also, our senior princess is Sydney Clark, And senior prince is Landon Johnson. And last but certainly not least, the 2025 Homecoming King and Queen. Your Homecoming Queen is Lucy Millwood, and your Homecoming King is Cooper Boer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your 2025 Homecoming Court and Royalty.
Friendship Cars is now Friendship Cares. At Friendship, we recognize how important it is for businesses like ours to support our communities. That's why we are all in on helping our neighbors, children, animals, and so much more. Friendship Cares uses proceeds from every car sold, every car serviced at every Friendship location for the many causes that need our help. Visit friendshipcares.com to see how you can join us. Friendship Cares. Together we can make a difference. We're dealing.
Individual effort, dedication, and a positive attitude combined with team spirit are the key elements of winners. The Robinette Company has positions available for people who want to join our winning team of over 400 employees. We proudly provide flexible packaging for many of our nation's finest brands like Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Apply online at robinettejobs.com today. An equal opportunity employer.
Whatever you call it, at Toyota of Bristol, we got it. Whether you're looking for the hottest models or the latest rides, the perfect family adventurer or a road trip champion, it's all yours. Find your new Toyota from Toyota of Bristol today. We give you more.
In Bristol, Viking athletics are more than just games. They're our community. They're our pride.
And here at Johnny Brusco's, we're proud to be part of the same team.
Whether it's after a big win or just dinner with friends, Johnny Brusco's is where we come together.
We're honored to support Viking athletics and our community.
So when you're hungry, make the call we always make.
Johnny Brusco's, we're on your team.
Game day starts at Johnny Brusco's.
For 85 years, United Southeast Federal Credit Union has proudly served our neighbors in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We're more than a financial institution, we're part of the community. With 6 convenient branches and a team dedicated to your financial well-being, we're here to help you grow, save, and thrive. On the go, our mobile app and online banking make managing your money easy. United Southeast Federal Credit Union, helping our members live better lives.
At Toyota of Bristol, we know our town is a good place to live, but it's a better place to buy a pre-owned car. From our huge selection to inspections by our factory certified technicians and quality you can trust. We give you more, so let's go places. Shop Toyota of Bristol.
The Robinette Company supports Viking athletics. We are one of the Tri-Cities' premier manufacturing companies with over 400 skilled and dedicated employees. Just like the Viking athletes, training, dedication, and teamwork are the cornerstones of our success. We supply flexible packaging to many of our nation's finest products, such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Join our winning team and apply online at therobinettecompany.com. An equal opportunity employer. Go Vikings!
Who's that dog? It's Friendship Dog. He's the king of friendship. Dog knows cars and dog knows deals. That's why dog runs Friendship. You let that dog run that store? Not just one, he runs a bunch more. Friendship Dog, get off that core. Go sniff out some deals. No one beats this dog you see. It's Friendship's best price guarantee. Who's that dog? It's Friendship Dog. He's the king of friendship.
Injuries don't wait. Why should you? At Appalachian Orthopedics, we're proud to offer access to an orthopedic specialist whenever you need it. Simply walk into any of our orthopedic urgent care clinics, call for a same-day appointment, or connect with an orthopedic specialist 24/7, 365 days a year for free virtual support through OrthoCare Now. Learn more at AppalachianOrthopedics.com or scan the QR code.
Under the lights of the Stone Castle, Viking pride shines.
And Johnny Brusco's is proud to be a part of every moment.
From big wins to family dinners, it's where we come together.
Johnny Brusco's, we're on your team.
At Toyota of Bristol, we know our town is a good place to live, but it's a better place to buy a pre-owned car. From our huge selection to inspections by our factory-certified technicians and quality you can trust. We give you more, so let's go places. Shop Toyota of Bristol.
Whatever you call it, at Toyota of Bristol, we got it. Whether you're looking for the hottest models or the latest rides, the perfect family adventurer or the road trip champion, it's all yours. Find your new Toyota from Toyota of Bristol today. We give you more. as we return to the second half. Let's get behind our team. It's time to make some noise for your Tennessee High Vikings. Student section, it's time for Johnny Briscoe's Scream for Pizza. We have staff in the student section who will reward the loudest fan in the student section with a large Johnny Briscoe pizza certificate. Thank you, Johnny Briscoe's, for supporting our student athletes and Tennessee High School athletes. To begin the second half, Tennessee High will be receiving. Deep for the Vikings. Number 1, Plumbar. Number 19, Harkle Road.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Second half about ready to kick off. CJ Manahan here with Micah Kennedy. Tennessee High with a pretty dominant performance in the first half. Score probably could be worse. Just a couple of drives that ended up falling short and one right before halftime. As Crockett is getting ready to kick the ball away, Tennessee High deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half. And here we go, a little onside kick, which I don't think go far enough. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And are they going to say it did?
It looked like it was touched before the 50.
That was touched around 9 yards.
Yeah, and I think the referee's all over it. Yeah. I'm sitting right on the 50-yard line, and that ball did not cross the 50.
No, not at all.
Yeah. Understand why Crockett went with that, and they almost had some success with it, but it didn't go far enough. So
we have an illegal touch by the kicking team.
With great field
before
position.
Wait 10 yards. First and 10.
Ball did not make it. Made it about 9.5 yards, it looks like, but it definitely was touched. It may have actually been touched a little earlier than that from what it looked like on the in live action. Regardless, whether it's a half a yard or more, Tennessee High is going to get the ball in the Crockett territory to start this second half.
Yeah. Kind of sticking to that trips look that they were going with right before halftime. Carter Smith still the back end of the game. He's going to get the first carry, and he's going to have a lane. He's going to break a huge run. He's going to throw a nice stiff arm and get drugged down by his face mask, and that's going to add to the end of this run.
Carter Smith with a really sort of rumbling run through the middle of the Crockett defense.
And he's had several of those over these past couple weeks. Carter Smith's always a great kid to get to talk to at the end of any game. Always a smile on his face. Just good, happy kid to be around.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So after the onside kick went for naught, Tennessee High with a rumbling run by Carter Smith that's going to add 15 yards to
Number 1.
And it's going to Tennessee High after one play is down to the 12-yard line, looking to put this game to a point where we're going to be 4 scores, and with Crockett's offense not producing any points in the first half, could be the sort of beginning of the end here.
Going to trade Carter Smith over yet again, give him yet another run. He's going to pick up a gain of about 4. So
nice stick there by Zeke Sloan in the center of the defense.
Carter Smith had a great burst so far in this game. And it looks like they're going to send Knox Kazee into the game. We've seen him once already in this one.
Looks like Smith picked up about 4 or 5 there, so they're going to give him 4. 2nd and 6 with Kazee into the game. Seen some power running with him, although he did throw a pass out of this formation the first time around.
Kind of got your big beef in front of him there as he's going to get met, but Preston Fegans is pushing him all the way down inside the 1, but I could be wrong. If this flag is what I think it is, aiding the runner, I do believe is a rule in high school football.
I don't believe that's legal at this level. And that's probably going to cost Tennessee High some yardage there. Not sure exactly how they mark this off, though. Do they mark it from where the play ended?
Or where he started?
I don't know. That's a little bit of a gray area there. We'll get an explanation.
Number 70. helping the runner.
Yeah, there it is.
5-yard penalty. Down remains first down.
Okay. So
second down.
I think they just stop his progress from wherever he's aided.
Where that's aided, and then they move it back 5 yards. Fagan's right there. We can see on the replay is definitely helping him all the way from about where the ball is spotted all the way down to about the 1 yard line. So not a legal play in high school sports.
I don't know where they got 70. He was all the way on the other side of the field there, but nonetheless, this will bring up second and very manageable here, as they're kind of going to do that counter play with Carter Smith, and he's going to finish this run right inside. Looks like the 2 yard line.
Bounced off a couple of tacklers, and it's going to pick up a first down.
So I don't know if you remember me telling you last week at the break, there's kind of the same play calls out of that. You got your basic hammer play where it's just knocks straight off the back of Preston, Dane, and then you kind of have your nail play, which is a counter to whoever the tailback is in the backfield.
So not a singular scenario where you can see where that's run all the way, and we had nobody covering the wide receiver there for a second.
That. Then just kind of just a quarterback sneak, and it looks like he's going to be right in. So if this
no signal yet
is a touchdown, this will be Knox Kazie's 4th touchdown in 3 weeks.
They're sure going to give it to him. Doesn't look like they're going to
mark him short. I thought he got in.
Oh, yeah, it's about as close to the end zone as it can possibly be. So Kazie takes it down to about the, 6-inch line. Looking at the replay, it looked like he was probably in.
Yeah, I would agree.
Fell over across the goal line, but it's going to be placed just short. And when I say just short, I mean just short. No more than about a foot at the most from the end zone.
That's right here. They're going to roll him back up. And this time, they're going to mark him short again.
Yeah, I think he ended up running right into the backside of his offensive lineman, didn't get an opportunity to move that ball any further forward. So
that play is like a car crash.
It is.
I mean, it's just straight contact, and if you're a center or anybody in that front wall, you better brace for impact.
Yeah, maybe even lost a half a yard there on that one. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and goal from just outside, and it's inside the 1 yard line, so about a half a yard to go. They're going to send Kazie back to the shotgun here to maybe get him a running start.
And that'll do just that, kind of that hammer play I was talking about before, and he will work his way.
The ball's loose.
The ball is out.
And it ends up being recovered by a Tennessee High player, but I don't know if that ball comes back to where it was fumbled or not. No,
just like they drew it up. So Dane Music will fall on the fumble into the end zone.
Dane Music ends up with a touchdown that I'm sure was not exactly how we had it drawn up, but it counts the same anyway. And Tennessee High takes a 28-0 lead.
That was the plan all along. You ever seen the ending to Varsity Blues?
Yeah.
Right there.
Extra point upcoming here as Dishner runs in from the wing to try to boot this through. Yeah. We got illegal substitution, I think, here for the
illegal
Vikings.
substitution. 12 men on the field. Kicking team, 5-yard penalty.
Tried to send some new personnel in there and ended up with an extra guy on the field, so Tennessee High will back up 5 yards to attempt this extra point.
Good field goal practice, I guess.
It's in case you need it down the road, for sure.
And this one is up and through. So Tennessee High will extend their lead 29-0. Coming out of the halftime here.
29-0. And again, just running down scores so far as we look at the second half. Plumbar with a run to start the game put Tennessee High up 7-0. Cooper Boer with a pick six pushed the lead out to 15-0 with a 2-point conversion there.
Richardson with a long scramble.
Yep. And Richardson with a long scramble on that run, close to 50 yards on that run, put Tennessee out 22-0. And then Dane Music with a fumble recovery in the end zone for a unique touchdown here now, brings the scoring to 29-0 Tennessee High. as we are a handful of minutes in here to the third quarter. And Dexter Dishner getting ready to kick it away. He's been a busy guy this evening. Extra points and kickoffs. See if he can follow up and see exactly where
I would almost guarantee it's a little bit past the 10, maybe at the 8-yard line here. And
wow, you'd want to bet.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that's beautiful, right there
maybe
at the 9-yard line.
I'll that one next time. But anyways, right there, great play by Dane Music, who again makes a name for himself as a gunner on kickoff.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a couple of years now, really back to his sophomore year. But a continuing guy that's really made a name for himself in this program. Plays both ways. Is an excellent defensive back / linebacker, good special teams player, and kind of does a lot of the dirty work on the offensive end. And got rewarded with a fall on the ball in the end zone there to pick up a touchdown. So Crockett takes over. It looks like 3 wides this time. Going to probably start airing this thing out down 29-0.
Yeah, it was right here. They kind of try to sneak that tight end over the middle and actually end up going back to the receiver. Kind of an interesting route formation there. They had 2 routes kind of run into each other. Tight end sits down on a simple hitch, but then the receiver kind of gets in his territory there. So
yep, Summers with the catch. Picks up about 7, bringing up 2nd and 3. Again, we'd expect to see probably a lot of balls through the air here on this drive as Crockett down 4 scores here with just under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Right here, Wynn's going to keep this one, and he's going to be tackled by Isaac Stevens, who's not going to give him much of anything right there.
Fell forward for maybe a yard. And Stevens has been in the backfield all night long. A guy that continues to impress from that nose tackle position. So 3rd and 3, they're basically no gain on that play. See what Crockett does out of this 3 wide receiver formation.
Looks like Frank Reed is trying to come on a little bit of a Will Blood blitz here. Be looking out for that one. As here he comes yet again. There's no doubt. Yep. But Crockett is going to pick up the first down with Cam Casey yet again, the big senior running back.
Rumbled through the middle there to pick up about 5, and that'll move the chains. Crockett starts with the first down here on this drive. Mix of run and pass so far. Again, 3 wides with the running back and Wynn in the backfield. Going off a hard count here on trying to draw Tennessee High off. They're doing a good job of staying onside.
Right here, they'll hand to Bradburn, and he's going to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage and a little bit past, gain of about 1.
And just looking at that play, looking at Isaac Stevens' jersey, he was held majorly on that play. He wasn't called, but he had beaten his defender pretty handily and was tackled. Wasn't able to, I think maybe it happened so fast the referees just happened to miss it. No, just a minimal gain on that play, maybe a yard at the most. As we have some type of, whether it's a timeout or, I don't think there's any timeout called. But each team's taking one, whether so there's nothing the referees can do about it, I guess, if they all really wanted to huddle there. So anyway, no timeout, I don't believe, and now the referee winds the clock. Again, 2nd down and 9, just outside the Crockett 40-yard line.
Yeah, kind of back to the single wing formation right here. And Wynn's going to roll to his right and fire this one straight out of bounds. That'll bring up a 3rd and long.
Good pressure there inside. Tennessee High number 51. Looking for a number here. Seem to find it. We'll find who that was here in just a second. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Tennessee High is getting good pressure from the interior, rotating several guys on the defensive line.
Single wing double looks, kind of a quarterback draw, and Wynn's just going to take off to the outside, try to get this corner here, and he's going to be tackled by Elijah Plumbar, Dane Music, and a gaggle of Vikings.
Nice job to get loose initially there, but Tennessee High swarmed to the ball, able to get to him.
And again, kind of talking, Wynn seems to be just their biggest threat running the ball as far as speed is concerned. And even elusiveness, pretty quick guy, but just hasn't been able to get much going other than a big run in the first half.
Yeah, Tennessee. Credit to Tennessee High's defense; they've stayed in their rushing lanes here pretty well. So not a whole lot of room to maneuver. So we got a 4th down and about 5 here.
So Wynn's going to try to hit a little screen here, and Ian Peak, he was there. Remember, he had a pick 6 in that Science Hill game, kind of turned the tide of that one. That one narrowly escaped the Vikings, but Peak made a couple of big defensive plays so far this year. Almost gets another pick there.
The ball lands on the turf, and 4th down, so Tennessee High's defense holds again. An opportunity here to push this game into running clock territory with a touchdown on this particular possession. So, again, the defense has done a really good job this evening. It's been opportunistic at times with a couple of interceptions, but on 4th down, they've gotten off the field on several occasions. So Tennessee High 1st down in Crockett territory, looking to put this game away.
Looks like Cannon Stolniker is the back in the backfield. He'll get his first run of the night. And Crockett, really for one of the few times the night, is stout in the interior.
Picks up about 2.5 on that play. So 2nd and 8. Tennessee High more than happy to let some time run off the clock here. He's definitely their ally. Stolnaker stays in the game. Again, 4 wides with sort of a cascading trip set to the right.
Yeah. Pioneers in their 3 down defensive linemen looks like at first Richardson was going to try to hit Harkleroad on a comeback route, but then decides to just take it himself yet again. So he's taken off more times tonight than he has in previous games.
Yep, got a little, looks like we got a cramp going on here as well, which is second half of these games. It's interesting where they start the game, get here at game time, and it was in kind of the mid-70s. Definitely feel the cool in the air here as this game has continued on down the road. Once the sun went down, it's gotten pretty cool out there. That is a Friendship 1st down. Richardson's going to have to step off for a play. He had to get a cramp worked out, and Knox Kazee going to come in and replace him, at least for one play for that 1st down run. He and Stolnaker in the backfield with the trips to the right.
So a pair of sophomores in the backfield is right here. They'll hand to Stolnaker. He'll make a good cutback lane, and he's got a room to run. Phew. Good hard run by Cannon Stolnaker.
Good recognition as well to see that left side had kind of collapsed. Took one, put that right foot in the ground and made his cut to the outside and picked up about 20.
Yeah. That's just good ball carrier vision on his part. Kind of sees where it's collapsed, where the play's designed to go, and then just, I don't think Utzman had any idea that he was running his way. Otherwise, he might have given him a block right there.
Stolnaker showed good burst there on that, as well as the vision. Finished that run well, and Tennessee High's now 1st down and goal inside the 10-yard line at the 8. Kazee stays in with that sort of patented formation with Music and Fagans off to the left.
He's right here. Knox will lead, and he'll have plenty of room to walk into the end zone. So that young man's 4th touchdown in 3 games, I believe, right?
Since he's gotten back healthy, he has been a contributor in regular setting. Good-sized guy for just a sophomore, but also a really good runner. And from what I've seen him just warming up in regular play, also has a pretty good arm on him as well. So the future at the quarterback position is bright for Tennessee High. Obviously, Richardson having an excellent year himself, but probably looking for 2 years of Knox Kazee as a starting quarterback as we head into next year. But that's a conversation for another time. That ball did not really get off the ground, and that extra point is no good. So we stay at 35-0 after that extra point goes awry. One of the few things that's gone wrong for Tennessee High on offense this evening. It's been pretty steady, and especially special teams has been excellent. So Tennessee High up 35-0 here, as we have about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the the third quarter. And this game kind of felt like it was trending this direction. Maybe even before half thought we might be getting to this scenario, but Crockett just hasn't been able to sustain drives offensively. Part of that having to do with Tennessee High's kind of opportunistic defense, a couple of takeaways, and several fourth downs that were not converted, leaving Tennessee High with good field position, and they've been able to convert those to points. So Dishner's going to kick this one away. All right, Micah, this time, where's this one going to land?
If I had to guess, right around that 8 to 9 yard line on the left side of the field here.
We'll see. He's been super consistent this evening on the kickoffs. We'll see if Dishner can deliver a second time. And this one's going to be real close, just a little bit short this time.
A little short.
Yeah. Crockett having a hard time with catching those returns. Oh, they get
He's
broken
going to
loose.
break free, and Peak is finally going to track him down. But he broke out of a squad right there.
Nice return there by, I think that's
Wynn.
That's Wynn. No, that's Sam Casey.
I thought it was the 4. Can't really tell.
These numbers are a little hard to see. And as Micah said earlier, as the light has dimmed here, it's been a little bit harder to see the gold on white. But a nice return there by Crockett. Puts the ball out close to the 50-yard line. The clock is running here, under 3 minutes.
As they'll hand yet again. Be met first by Ben Stokes.
Nice play by Stokes in the backfield to trip up. Number 9, Bradburn with the carry. Picked up about 3. I'm going to call it second and 7 or 8, somewhere around in there. Tennessee High's front four has done a really great job this evening, making it really tough on the run game specifically, but also putting a lot of pressure on Wynn in situations where he's tried to put the ball in the air. So 2nd and 8, ball just about at the 50-yard line. Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap, and Wynn is probably just going to have to fall on this one.
Yeah.
He will.
Touchdown there by Stokes. It's been a problem all night. Wynn's had several of those that he's had to kind of pick up off the turf. This one finally got past him, and a big loss of close to 20 yards. He's going to push this back from a 3rd and what would have been a 3rd, or where it would have been a 3rd and 8 if they hadn't gained any. Now we're looking at closer to a, 3rd and 28, right? Close to it. We'll call it 3rd and 27 officially. Not too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and 27, unfortunately.
And Wynn will just drop back and roll to this right side of the field, try to hit something deep down the field, and it looks like he may have something.
Oh, nice play. Yeah.
And nice catch by number 1. That is Chance Taylor. So they convert on a 3rd and a mile there.
Yeah, Wynn dropped a nice ball right in the bucket. And Taylor was able to catch that over his shoulder. It's a really nice throw, because Harker's in decent position right here, just out of his outstretched arms, right into Taylor's arms, and a big play for Crockett. Pushes the ball into Tennessee High territory, one of the few times this evening. 1st down and 10 for Crockett at the 33-yard line.
Kind of that's true single wing formation that they've stuck with a majority of the game. They will trade over both their tight end and wing back here. Looks like on this backside, Harkle Road is going to jam this backside receiver here as they're going to go with a slant. And this is picked up by Frank Reed. He's going to have a little bit of room to run here. He's going to break a couple of tackles and take this one out right around the 50-yard line. So Baron Harkle Road, after getting beat the previous play, jams the receiver, causes a great deflection into the hands of Frank Reed, and the Vikings will take over with their 3rd interception of the game.
Nice presence of mind there by Reed to kind of get back into his hook zone, and that ball just ended up landing right in his hands. Nice play there by Hucklerow, too, breaking that pass up. And again, to your point, it's one of the finer points of the game, but that disruption in that pass route is really what caused all that to happen. And as Tennessee High takes takes over here. We have reached the end of the third quarter. We'll step away for a few minutes. We'll come back with a first 3 quarters scoring summary, and we'll take it on into the fourth quarter here on the Viking Sports Network.
I feel like
It all began right here in 1993 at a single Ford store in Bristol, Tennessee.
Rain or shine, Bristol has Ford.
With Friendship's great deals and legendary customer service, we've now grown to 21 locations, 9 cities, and 5 states. Anywhere you are, any car you want, you've got a friend nearby. We're dealing!
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. Fourth quarter action about to get underway. One score there in the third quarter, which was the Knox-Kazee short touchdown run. PAT failed, which is where Tennessee High takes that 35-point lead. So quick run there inside with Carter Smith. Picks up a couple of yards. And again, we'll have a running clock here for the fourth quarter with that lead up at 35 points. Tennessee High just looking to run this clock as much as they can here through this quarter and head on to next week. We'll get you a little bit of an update about next week and also the remainder of Tennessee High's schedule here as we close things out this evening. We're definitely into the full second half of the football season here. Tennessee High really on a roll, looking to win their 4th game in a row.
Again, Tennessee High kind of just sticking to this trips look. It's been their primary formation so far tonight. As right here, they're going to pump fake a screen to Riley Price, and Richardson's just going to have to do a little maneuvering here and just finally go down. But Crockett covered that pretty well. Richardson did a good job at analyzing that they had that one covered. And picks up about a gain of 3 there.
Picks up 3, makes it 3rd and manageable. But definitely the right play there, but we recognized right away that play was snuffed out by the Crockett defense and just kind of tried to make something out of nothing. And he ended up picking up about 2 or 3. So we'll call it about 3rd and 5. Tennessee High just shy of the 50-yard line, looking to convert here on 3rd down. Again, with a healthy 35-0 lead.
This time they'll go with a doubles look. Now they'll trade back into their trips formation here. Richardson will hand to Carter Smith, and he will be met pretty early in the backfield there. This will bring up a 4th and 3.
Number 6, Smith on the carry.
4th down. Looks like Richardson's going to boot it away.
So
4th and about 3. Maybe if they got another yard or 2, they might have gone for it. But again, with the clock running here, no real need to continue to push. Richardson's going to kick back. He had a nice punt earlier in the game down inside the 5-yard line. See if he can replicate that.
That's right here. He's just going to boot this one away. And this one's going to land right around the 22-yard line.
Sideways out of bounds.
They're going to put it right at the 24.
24-yard line, so Crockett takes over. Tennessee High on defense now. Some pretty heavy substitutions as we see.
Yeah, a lot of new faces coming out
into the
game.
No question about it.
A lot of sophomores.
Yep. See Max Holt, number 15, out there as well. It's one of the new arrivals.
Gannon Meyer
I saw out there as well, number 14. Number 24, 24, Graham Bailey is in the ballgame. Number 7, Heath Swaggerty in as well.
Looks like Alex Carey.
Yep, Alex Carey in there as well.
The Swamp Fox is in the game.
The Swamp Fox, like that. And then number 62, Josiah Beidelman, playing the nose. So some new blood into the ball game for the Vikings.
And Alex Carey was there on a phenomenal blitz, but Wynn is going to keep this one. And this looks very, very similar to the run he had in the first half, almost identical on the same exact sideline.
Yep.
For a very similar game.
Carbon copy there, getting up about 25. When Crockett's had any success offensively, it has kind of come in those chunks.
Yeah. Usually from Wynn.
A lot of it from Wynn, for sure. So he picks up first down right out to the 50-yard line. Crockett with their starters in here for the most part. Tennessee High playing quite a few backups.
Kind of an interesting formation. They're kind of in a four-surface look over here. They'll hand to a new running back. That is...
Let's see who that happens to be.
Number 24. Number 24, that is Josiah
Antone. We'll go with that. Josiah Antone. Picks up about, 4 or 5 yards there on that play. Maybe give him 6. Ball with the nose on the 44-yard line. Again, running clock here in the fourth quarter with the lead at 35 points. So this quarter is going to go pretty quick. We're already almost 5 minutes in. Yeah, it was false start.
It would have been yet another bad snap for the Pioneers.
Prior to snap, false start, offense. Number 74, 5-yard penalty, down remains second.
That'll take away about the gain from the previous play.
Ball back to about second and about 9, I believe. So now's a good time to talk about kind of where we're heading schedule-wise. Next week is Tennessee High's, believe it or not, is their last home game of the season. We've had three home games in a row, taking on Morristown West, which will be senior night here at the Stone Castle. A week after that, they'll be on the road to take on Sevier County, which is one of the better teams in the state. Overall, phenomenal teams. Let's see what Tennessee High can do against one of the better teams around.
As Wynn will hit just a simple hitch out here to the outside. That'll be tackled by Brenton Baker. Great play by Brenton Baker.
Brenton working back off an injury as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Another guy with a lot of talent in that sophomore class.
Brenton Baker, again, if we're talking about old middle school performances, Brenton Baker had a 3-interception performance at his Tennessee Middle days.
So, and then Tennessee High after that Sevier County trip has maybe the latest bye week in history, which is a bye week right before the last game of the season, before they end up going to Daniel Boone for the final game of the regular season.
Happy Halloween, as right there.
There it is.
Baker, there's a pick. There you go, young man. So, great play by Brenton Baker. Happy for him, great young man. Again, I always get ecstatic, which there's not many of these guys that I didn't coach at this point. Whenever they make a play right there, the first interception of many to come in his young career.
He kind of ran the route for the wide receiver there, was out in front of him. He ended up almost looked like the intended receiver there. But was in great position, undercut that route, and there he is with his first interception.
He's just a good ball hawk.
Yep.
Good lanky kid. I mean, he's about 6'3". Great track athlete. I don't know if you kept up with his numbers there.
Yep,
Runs a sub 1200, just a freshman. Gannon Meyer will check into the game.
Good speed.
Kanan Waldron, another freshman who's very talented. Again, there's not many of these guys that I didn't coach at this point.
Yeah, we're into that scenario where those guys are starting to get some good varsity time. We've talked about the sophomore class at length, which is a really talented group. I think this freshman group has some talent. The guys that are going to be able to contribute as well, and so there's the future looks really bright for Tennessee High football. The present not too bad. Had 35-0 here. This will be Tennessee High's 4th win in a row after that kind of brutal beginning to the season, but it was kind of their testing ground. I feel like every week they felt like they got a little bit better, and that's showing now as they've moved into region play.
That's right there. There's a fumble. Crockett will take over. And I mean, there's still a lot of these guys that even in the senior class that I had a chance to coach my senior year of high school with their little Carolina football team. So, you know.
So, ball got loose there on the exchange. Crockett was able to fall on it, and they take the ball back at the 20-yard line deep in Tennessee High territory as, again, the clock continues to run. We're under 4 minutes to go as we are counting down to this. So I think next week is a huge week.
I would agree.
Playing Morristown West, who last year was had a real, remember that game down there in Morristown last year was a really tight game. I think it ended up being 26-20, really tight game. One of the few real tight games that Tennessee High played last year. But I think West has graduated quite a few of their quite a few of their best players from last year. And
I believe they had 3 senior running backs that just kept rotating last year.
I believe that's correct. So we'll get you guys a little bit more of a preview on that as we get into next week. But that's going to be a huge game. As Tennessee High is able to take that one, they're going to put themselves in great position to be hosting a playoff game by the end of the regular season. So exciting in that aspect for the Vikings.
Right here, they'll hand again to. And that clock is quickly ticking away. Brad Byrne seems to be getting a majority of the carries to finish out this game. And I've been wanting to ask the question all game. Is he wearing a Guardian cap? That's what it looks like.
I think that's what's going on there, yes. We've seen that, starting to see that more, especially the pro level.
Yeah, I've noticed. A lot of the Packers wide receivers.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs was one that I think kind of pioneered that.
Matthew Golden is now copied.
Yeah, player safety, obviously a priority. Head injuries specifically. And Paul has just been having a hard time finding win back there. That snap has just been low and off to his left a lot. And as a right-handed quarterback, that's really tough to deal with because trying to get an exchange done when the ball is low just really disrupts the timing. So we do have a clock stoppage here. Looks like we got another cramp out on the field. So we'll step away for just a minute. We'll be back here to bring you the last minute and 55 seconds to wrap things up here from the Stone Castle on the Viking Sports Network.
Whatever you call it, at Toyota of Bristol, we got it. Whether you're looking for the hottest models or the latest rides, the perfect family adventurer or a road trip champion, it's all yours. Find your new Toyota from Toyota of Bristol today. We give you more.
The Robinette Company supports Viking athletics. We are one of the Tri-Cities' premier manufacturing companies with over 400 skilled and dedicated employees. Just like the Viking athletes, training, dedication, and teamwork are the cornerstones of our success. We supply flexible packaging to many of our nation's finest products, such as Moon Pie, Royal Oak Charcoal, Pillsbury, King Arthur Flour, Great Value, Food Club, and many others. Join our winning team and apply online at therobinettecompany.com. An equal opportunity employer. Go Vikings.
Welcome back to the Viking Sports Network. 4th down here for Crockett. Wynn's going to take off, take a couple of hits, going to try to drag as many Vikings as he possibly can. And it looks like he is going to be successful in gaining a first down after that. Quite a carry that bounced off 3 or 4 Viking defenders. Is going to pick up a first down. So coming up on a minute to play. Crockett looking to break into the scoring column here before the night is done. Tennessee High with this game well in hand, and it's really kind of been this way all night.
Yeah, there's never a doubt at any point in this one. They really controlled the game from the first whistle, first drive. Again, Elijah Plumbar, that opening drive was a statement drive.
49 yards all by Plumbar and the touchdown. Here's Wynn in the backfield trying to break loose. He lost the ball. There's an opportunity here.
Yeah, it's right there.
And so he's taken off.
Number 23, I believe that's Lucas Schaefer. As he's going to have to get a block from Heath Swaggerty.
And he's going to get it.
And he's going to get it. So the Vikings are going to extend this lead to 41-0 on this homecoming night.
Unreal. What a statement to finish the ball game here. As the Tennessee High backups end up with the second touchdown on defense this evening.
And I believe, I could be wrong, but I think that was either Ben Stokes or Cannon Stallnaker that caused that fumble. So a pair of sophomores making plays there.
Yeah, big time. And a great. Hey,
that's Cannon Stallnaker forcing the fumble there, and then Lucas Schaefer running it all the way back. So
did the rest.
Sophomore action.
And a really nice play by Swaggerty hustling down the field there too to get that block to spring Schaefer into the end zone, because it was not a foregone conclusion that he wasn't going to get run down. I think it was Mullis that was on trying to track him down there, but a nice block by Heath Swaggerty to ensure that Schaefer could make it safely to the end zone. But that was, I mean, what a turn of events there. Looked like Crockett was maybe going to end the game on a high note with an opportunity to punch it in against the sort of backups on the Viking defense. Yet,
David Crockett.
First time went the other direction. So big time play by Lucas Schaefer. picking that up. That was not an easy one to do because it didn't really get a great hop on that bounce, and he was.
No, but he took the time not to just fall on it. He knew there was nobody in front of him.
Yeah.
And he took the time to pick that one up.
Yep. Had to take a couple of swipes at it, but once he did, he did the rest. Showed some pretty good speed there, outrunning the entirety of Crockett's offense. And then again, right there, you see the block by Swaggerty. Opened that up really nicely. Well done. Tennessee High with their second defensive touchdown of the night.
Yeah, and I love them all meeting him in the end zone. That's awesome.
All stuff that you can build on here, obviously, with your younger and backup players getting some varsity time. Always a valuable thing as your program building here. So, Coach Holt's got to be happy about that. Dishner's going to come in and put the icing on the cake here.
And looks like he'll do just that. He'll extend the lead to 42-0.
Dishner's point after is good.
One more kickoff for Tennessee High. About 30 seconds left in this ball game. Convincing win as Tennessee High, as we said, gets their 4th win in a row. Opportunity to extend that to 5 wins in a row next week here. We'll be right back here at the Stone Castle for senior night. Had a nice homecoming celebration here this week. The homecoming court was all announced. So Tennessee High with their final home game of the season, at least of the regular season, coming up next week before they go on the road to Sevier County, have a bye week, and then finish up the regular season at Daniel Boone. Opportunity here for Tennessee High to solidify themselves as the top 2 team in the region. They'll be able to host a playoff game in that scenario, which would be huge.
I would agree. Anna, are we going to take any bets on this Dishner kickoff right here? He's going to have to ice his leg at the end of this
That's
one.
right. He's been busy. So don't fault the man if it comes up a little bit short of the 10-yard line, but he's been super consistent in putting it right about there.
Right
it
here.
is. Look at this.
Just that.
Maybe a foot on the 10-yard line. Maybe.
Ooh, nice tackle by Cannon Stalnecker. The man who caused the fumble just a moment ago.
Good stick on that one. Good head of steam, and I think that's going to do it for us here. The clock is running, and that's going to take us to the end of the action here this evening. Tennessee High with a very convincing 42-0 victory over Crockett, and a game that has become a rivalry game. Was very, very much one-sided here this evening. Tennessee High doing it offensively, doing it defensively, doing it on special teams. Absolutely taking this for the victory. So, again, we'll be back here next week on the Viking Sports Network to bring you Tennessee High versus Morristown West senior night. So please do join us here. CJ Manahan for Micah Kennedy signing off, as always. Viking Pride.
As your Vikings take on the Morristown West for senior night. Good night, Viking Nation.